So I think the shop has a very good name because it's been around such a long time and has very loyal customers, and so I get sent from around the country and people bring them in weekly, and I trawl through and pull out the bits I think are good. I think it's more apparent now with the whole the way the world's going and recycling and all of that. There's always been charity shops, so people have always shopped in charity shops. And I suppose this is more like a honed version of that. When someone's picking particularly, so it's sort of more curated, I suppose. But yeah, I think it's always been apparent, but at this particular time in the world it's very apparent. I know in the past that for a lot of different people, shopping in a second-hand shop was really not what they would like to do. It wasn't the sort of done thing for a lot of people, but I think the word vintage has changed it quite a lot. I reckon for me, I do think that that word has changed the accessibility and the it being okay for people who may never have worn a second-hand thing to wear it because it's vintage. I think Kate Moss and people like that obviously broke a lot of that sort of stuff. And people go, if they're doing it, then I can do it. And the one-off thing, I think that's always been what I love about it, is that you have something that no one else has. So I suppose people will catch on to that as well. But yeah, I think the word vintage has a lot to do with it, to be honest.
The boss goes over to LA like 3-4 times a year and then just brings it back, like ships it all back. Like the markets, like those flea markets that happen on like Sundays, and then she goes to Rose Bowl, like 12-hour, 13-hour days, just working all day. Like it sounds fun, but it sounds hard, like especially in that heat. First it was just cheap, because everyone in Wellington's like a student, and like you're just poor out here. But then it just turned into like, I don't know, influencers started wearing secondhand clothing. I don't know, clothes got pretty crazy like recently, don't you reckon? You can pull up to the Warehouse or Hallenstein's, but you'll look like 50 other dudes. Like no doubt 50 other people just bought that t-shirt like today. Like, but when you're shopping secondhand, it's like one of one. Like, it's just you, like you got it. It's a different way of recycling and not being like, look at me, like reduce, reuse, recycle. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a hub for everything, I reckon. Like you can walk down Cuba Street and there's just so many different like sort of vibes going on and that sort of stuff. But there definitely is, like compared to other places I've been, there's a lot more people like rocking like polo and like Hilfiger and that sort of stuff. Just lots of different brands, like vintage sort of stuff. It's all about having like a piece of clothing that's 30 years old and still in like pristine condition. Like
this world is so different, like it changed so fast.
I think it's just the way the world's going.